Welcome to the AI for Oklahoma Classrooms podcast, a production of the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Leonard. We're so glad you're here. We started this journey because we believe in the power of Oklahoma teachers. We know the passion you bring to your students, but we also know that Sunday night feeling, the mountain of grading and the 3 different lesson plans you need for Monday morning. AI isn't here to replace the magic you bring to your classroom. It's here to be your ultimate teaching partner, helping you clear the busy work so you can get your weekends back and focus on what you love doing most, teaching. In our last episode, we talked about moving our students from passive users to active editors, teaching them to lead the AI rather than to follow it. Today, we're diving into one of the most rewarding and exhausting parts of teaching, personalized learning. We all know that the goal is to meet every student where they are. But in a classroom of 25 or 30 kids, creating 5 different versions of a reading passage or 3 different sets of math scaffolds can feel impossible. This is where the AI intern shines. Because AI is a sophisticated pattern matcher, it can take one core concept and repattern it into dozens of different formats in seconds. Think of it as having a personal assistant whose only job is to handle the blank page syndrome of lesson planning. For our Oklahoma teachers in rural districts, the challenge is often even greater. You may be the only history teacher in the building, wearing 5 different hats and teaching multiple subjects or grade levels in a single afternoon. AI can act as your personal department chair or co-teacher. If you are teaching a mixed grade level class, you can use AI to take one primary source, let's say a letter from an early Oklahoma settler, and instantly generate separate discussion questions tailored specifically for your 6th graders and your 8th graders. You are still providing the local expertise and keeping the human in the loop, but the AI is doing the heavy lifting of formatting and level setting. You can also think of AI as a master translator, not just for languages, but for complexity and interest. For example, you can take a complex article about Oklahoma's land run and ask the AI to rewrite it at a 3rd grade level, a 5th grade level, and an 8th grade level instantly. If you have a student who is struggling with a science concept but loves basketball, you can even ask the AI to explain the laws of motion using only basketball analogies. You aren't replacing your curriculum. Instead, you're using the AI to create a buffet of options so every student can find a way into the material. This allows you to mentor and inspire students individually while the AI manages the administrative drafting. As we've discussed in previous episodes, AI has no truth or moral filter. When you use it to create scaffolds, like sentence starters for an English language learner, or a step-by-step breakdown of a lab report, you are still the head chef. The AI gives you the first draft of these different scaffolds, but you spend your time reviewing them to ensure they meet your specific lesson standards and the unique needs of the child you know personally. The AI can't feel the spark of excitement when that concept finally clicks. And it certainly can't recognize when a student is having a rough day. That connection remains as your unique impact. At the end of every episode, we end with a tomorrow morning test, one specific actionable AI win that you can use in your classroom the very next day. This episode's tomorrow morning test is called the Interest Match Warm-Up. First, identify one concept that you are teaching that usually feels a little dry to your students. Next, open your favorite chatbot and type, "I am teaching," and name the concept, "to my class. Give me 3 different explanations of this concept. one for a student who loves video games, one for a student who loves animals, and one for a student who loves music. When you share these different vibe explanations with your students, you'll see that when the content matches their world, the engagement happens naturally. That's it for episode 5. You've now learned about using AI to reclaim time while giving your students a more personalized learning experience than ever before. Next time, we'll dig deeper into providing personalized learning experiences by breaking barriers with universal design for learning. We'll identify strategies for differentiation, IEP supports, and using AI to reach all learners. Thank you for joining me for this episode of AI for Oklahoma Classrooms, brought to you by the OSDE's Office of AI and Digital Learning. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a colleague who could use a little more time back in their day. Remember this: AI lightens the load. You bring the heart, the expertise, and make the impact in your classroom. See you next time.